everybody, one of Weezamir, we are back. I've got actually King Cobra Cadabra on the portal power here, and just took him through his base upgrades, kind of ran him through not a whole lot of action, but just kind of got a feel of him in game again. And I do think that I would prefer to give regular Cobra Cadabra Concerto Cobra. So that means King Cobra Cadabra, or KCC as we shall for here on call him, possibly, if I remember to do that, we'll get the Master of Baskets. So this is going to improve the Cobra Basket attack. So let's go ahead and grab that. We will sit through the pointless cutscene and then see what we have got to work with here. So, this is what he looks like, by the way, at this point in time. And again, it's really the eyes that kind of creep me out. I sort of got used to him, you know, when we introduced him, and I hadn't played with him since then. So, that said, Basket Quintet. Throw 5 Cobra Baskets at once. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And of course, you have to remember in our base upgrade session when we got Basket Party.
Scaling up.
Wait. I thought Basket Party was have 5 active at once. What is going on here?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm an 11.
Ah, that's a nice line. Anyway, did I misread that? What? Whoa, what? Okay, I read that correctly. As you can see here, it can have up to 5 Cobra Baskets active at once. Base upgrade, Basket Party. 5 Cobra Baskets active at once. We tested it. When I throw number 6, number 1 despawns, leaving how many on the screen? Simple math would say 5. Page 75 of your Collector's Edition Strategy Guide. In addition, now the bio I can read just fine. The like little upgrade path shimmy things they give, like little summaries or hints or whatever you want to call them there in the sidebar. That whole thing, man, it's like you cannot read it. I don't know if it's just mine or what, if it's like a printing error. Deja Vu is the same way on the next page. Actually, pretty much the entire Magic Element. Good luck reading any of them. Except for Fizzy Frenzy Pop Fizz, you can read his just fine. And Spry. So maybe it was just like an ink issue. Some of the tech ones kind of look the same. Blaster Mind is pretty clear, but Cobra Cadabra, Deja Vu, and Enigma, man, those are like, and Mini Genie, are all super blurry. But on page 75 of your Collector's Edition Strategy Guide, I'd assume it's roughly the same page, non-Collector's Edition, I don't know. Basket Party in the Strategy Guide clearly states can have up to 10 Cobra Baskets active at once. That's a lie. You can only have 5, just like the game says here. So I'm sure it's just like a little mistype or something. They probably overlapped it with something else we might get here, but that's interesting. So, Basket Party, you can have up to 5 Cobra Baskets at once, and now, whenever we come in here, Basket Quintet, we can throw the 5 at once. Alright, so, there we go. Crisis averted. And, let's see here. Alright, so first upgrade down the Master Baskets path, now that we can get going. What am I doing? Or did we already buy it? We already bought it. Okay, lost my train of thought. My apologies. We're going to press that sweet B button now, and we should throw 5 at once. Oh, and they went into the perfect defensive assignments. I didn't know what it would do. I was kind of thinking it would throw like the 5 in front of you. This is so fantastic. Oh, I am thrilled with that. Look at that. I am just right in the... Now, granted, if you do run into them... Wait, why he pushed this guy around and didn't... Anyway, basically, if you run into them, you basically absorb them and terminate them, you know. So right now we've got these 4 guys going. We're able to spam off these shots. Anything that comes near us takes 20 to 30 damage. If we avert it, we can come to high ground or something. We can play very tactical with that. So that is super cool, actually. There's all 5 of them. And again, each one of them does the same 20 to 30 damage for 20 instances of max 20 instances, roughly 20 seconds as well. So Basket Quintet, that is really cool. So throw 5 baskets at once. Great positions. And semicolon 20 to 30 damage. So I'm the most excited about the way that they fanned out around us. That is just fantastic. Granted, I don't quite understand. Like, if you're doing this and you're like, oh no, getting overpowered, you gotta retreat. And you like run in, I guess, to one certain side of the basket. Is it only... Wait. I kind of hear the beat of the rhythm now. So I guess you could use the baskets as a guide. Yeah, I'm still not going to be able to do it consistently. But I don't quite understand. Like, sometimes they detonate when we run into them, and sometimes they don't. I don't say detonate, I guess disappear is a better word. But nonetheless, man, that is great positioning, so I'm stoked about that. Next up, we have call and response. 1364 is our price with a discount. Shoot Cobra baskets with your magic flute to power them up. So this will be interesting. I wonder, I probably should have bought this before we got the basket quintet. It would have been way easier to keep track of it. Let's try to do this. We got one right on him. So he's doing 40, I assume, to 60. Yes. Let's shoot him again. Okay, so it's just going to be that. Oh, how long is he going to stay there? He was way longer than the other guys, I'll tell you that. So call and response is going to do 40 to 60 per shot basket. Sounds like we're talking NBA stuff here, but there we go. So if I shoot him, so basically right now I shot everyone, so they would be doing 40 to 60, and let's just keep him on board here. If I keep shooting these guys, do they just like stay? I'm just gonna... So they stay a long time. I'm not quite sure how long. Let's go ahead and try to count it out.
Play as your captured enemy. Then press the tag button again to return to playing as your Skylander.
Well, that would have worked well if we could have ever shot the actual basket. I don't know if we ever pulled that off. Okay, don't shoot the dummy, shoot the basket, thank you. And of course he's not in range. Anyway, they do seem to stay longer. Does it really matter? Kind of, but I'm honestly too tired to sit here. I've done my part in letting you know that they stay longer. And if you're super into it, man, I encourage you to go check that out. But, those guys have been shot. You can apparently run into situations where you can't get the flute to hone in on the basket without really putting forth effort. As soon as I throw 5, the other 5 despawn, so we got that going. Let's see if we can hit that guy. Nope, took him away. Let's chuck that. Okay, so you can see him doing the 40 to 60 thing. That was like at least 15 more shots than the others, and some of those might have stayed around longer because they had been shot. So it's definitely something to be aware of, and it is beneficial. But the main thing we care about is 20 to 30 became 40 to 60, and so that's what you need. Plus they changed color as well, which kind of worked well with King Cobra Cadabra's coloring. That said, up next is our final upgrade down Master of Baskets. It is a Tisket, a Tasket, a Cobra in a basket. Hold B to detonate all active Cobra baskets. Now, anytime detonate is involved, that's a good thing. So 1860 is the price. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And of course, this is beneficial because with a quintet of baskets, we can throw 5 at once. And now we can just blow them up. So what I was doing there towards the end, when I would press the B button and we had 5 active, I'd press it again, he would throw 5 more, and then they would just kind of like switch places. About the time the second round of baskets land, the first round disappears, regardless of their, you know, screen timer, if you will, of 20 seconds. But now, whenever we press B, have 5 active, press it again within the 20-second window, they'll apparently detonate. So let's first check and see if they do 20 to 30. And that didn't happen because of Quigley. So let's take a look at this. I didn't really... They still disappear. But I don't know that I'd call that detonate. So they're still doing 20 to 30. Let's throw these.
Press the tag button to
I think
play
I kind of
as
begin to
captured
hear the
enemy.
music, so I guess there is
Then
like,
press the
it's
tag
not just
button
totally
again to
random.
return to playing as your
But,
Skylander.
oh, you have to hold attack too. Okay. I was like, that's really stupid, it's not doing anything. Ooh, yeah, that's way cooler. So I'm glad that I read that. And let's see. Are they each doing 100? Yeah, that's awesome. So let's try to just get one near that guy.
In my glory.
Alright, a tisket, a tasket. So 100 to 150 hit points per basket, if you will. So the way it works,
Voila.
if I hold B down right now, we're going to first, upon initial depressing of the button, throw 5, and then the 5 will detonate. So there's that, and then we get 100, 150 each basket. That's massive damage. But if I have 5 active, and now I hold B now, we're going to throw 5 more, and it looks to me like all 10 detonate. I can't really tell if they're overlapping or not. Let's throw 5 here, and 5 there. Okay, so here's our first group of 5. Second group of 5 is there. Okay, so I do think you only get the 5 to detonate. It does look at first glance, especially if you overlap them in the same spot, it honestly looks like 10 of them are blowing up, but I think you're only getting the 5. That said, at 100 to 150, that's super nice in my
When you're
opinion.
ready to learn about upgrades.
So it's basically as you throw the second round, the first one's despawn almost simultaneously while the second round detonates, I guess. So that said, 70 to 150, that is pretty sweet. 50 to 150, what am I saying? Very cool stuff there. That said, we've got one more here, and it is, of course, the big one. It is the Soul Gem. Let's see what we're going to have. Alright, big basket bomb. This should tie in nice. Look at that face. Oh no, that's kind of like the, I don't know how to describe that face, but it's funny and I like it. So, 2480 is the price for our 19-wing Sapphires. Press Y, that's our tertiary attack button here on the X-Bone, to launch into active Cobra baskets to create a massive explosion. Okay. So, I guess you have to aim this one, is how this would work. Let's see. So, we're just going to press Y. Did 80 there. Now let's launch into that one. If we could aim. Okay. So I can see the explosion, we just need it to happen. What was that damage wise? Okay. You gotta be kidding me, we're going right through those. There's the explosion. Let's try to hit this one dead on. Explosion. Explosion. Was that a 60? That's kind of lame. Why do I say it's lame? Because this did more damage prior to that. Like just standard. Let me just shoot through here. That does 80, right? And so now if we do the explosion...
Press the tag button to play as
Quigley,
your
you are
captured
a
enemy.
pro. It looks like a bigger cloud than what we had with the Tisket to Tasket, but I am seeing 60, which just cannot be right. Let's check the strategy guide. Press attack 3 to launch into active Cobra baskets to create a massive explosion, which we've seen. Cobra Launch receives a big boost from this ability by triggering a massive explosion when jumping into an active Cobra basket. Great weapon to deal with groups of enemies and can also be used to quickly dart from foe to foe. I'm not seeing that. Let's try it with actual baskets. That's a 60, right? I'm not... A 60 to 90. What? How does that do less damage than the actual attack itself? Well, that's a bit of a buzzkill. It doesn't seem to be the most consistent thing. It does look neat when it happens, very magical, which you would expect from a magical character, but... Huh. There's the 120, but that's from the standard attack, man. Let's get him. Let's throw 5 of these. I want to launch it into an active basket, which that would be. Okay, so this is not the easiest attack to master. And it seems to do less damage in its soul gem form than it does just with the snake shots. What am I missing here? I'm seeing 60. It's gonna be 60 to 90 in my book. I don't understand how the soul gem could do less damage than the standard attack. Like, that standard attack is what's doing the 80 to 120. That has not changed. But when wow. So, I don't know. It looks really cool. I'll give it that. But, it's about all I can say nice about that. So, that was kind of a disappointment. Everything else had been pretty sweet thus far. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing it, and, it's really cool and does way more damage. But right now, that's not a good soul gem. I'm just... Snake attack. But yeah, it's doing 60, man. That's ridiculous. It looks awesome, and it looks like it would do way more damage. But it does 60 to 90. That was the 90 right there. If I just come up and do the tertiary attack, we get 80. 80 to 120. So, if we did 60 to 90 tertiary and then the soul gem was 80 to 120, it'd be understandable. But, I don't know. Maybe it's got like a bigger radius, and that's where you get the benefit. You know, whereas if I just shoot off, you know, it's like only in a linear path, and then if we shoot into that basket, it'll just do, you know, like a big broad radius of damage. Maybe that's where the gain is at. But right now, that's like a subpar soul gem, literally, because we're going 80-120 down to 60 to 90. So that's a difference of 20 to 30, and that's... Soul gems are supposed to increase, you know, not like decrease. So I don't know. What I will do when we upgrade Cobra Cadabra down Concerto Cobra, we'll see if maybe he has, you know, better luck with it and kind of take it from there. But that's it. This is King Cobra Cadabra down the Master of Baskets path. It's not necessarily the like craziest. Now I wonder if you power up a basket, if you then go into it, if you get some. That was still 60. Huh. Anyway, we'll check it out with Cobra Cadabra, but Master Baskets, I'll have to take Concerto Cobra to say for sure. I do like being able to throw the 5. I love where they land. That's probably my favorite thing. And then, of course, when you do that and you stay centrally located amidst the 5 baskets and you're just spamming your flute attack, you have the chance of doing extra rhythm damage. And similarly, if you hit any of the baskets, their damage numbers jump up 40 to 60, which is pretty significant. And that, to me, I think Basket Quintet and Call and Response are pretty good. And then detonating them also. Really, the path itself is solid. It's just the soul gem that's a little bit of a downer there. But I'm thinking I will like Concerto Cobra better just because I feel like it'll suit my playstyle better. But I'll have to hold off judgment because this path did, in my opinion, turn out to be pretty cool. So we'll see how they compare head to head. But as always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on Cobra Cadabra, King Cobra Cadabra, and the optional upgrade pass. If you take the links at the top of the video description, you can go to my site or the Skylander Club Forum, and you can check out the attack damage number spreadsheet in addition to the base upgrade video and Concerto Cobra. So you can see all 3 videos, see all the attack damage numbers, and kind of make your decision or change paths if you're so inclined. But once again, as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here for more Skylanders Trap Team research.